Well, good Sunday morning. Welcome to another episode of Martin's Koi Pond. And the weather is okay-ish. Cloud over the sun at the minute, but the sun has been out and shining. Now, in this episode, or today, I am possibly moving on 6 of these koi. I should be having someone come at lunchtime to pick up 6 of what I call my pond filler fish. The 6 fish that are going are Honey the Harawaki, Luna the Shiro, Tiger the Hoyatsuri, Jester the Showa, Ghost the Platinum Ogon, and Spot the Whitefish. Now they're going to go and make room for the bigger fish to grow bigger, and also I would like to get a good quality kahaku for the pond. I have obviously one kahaku, Bobby, but he's not high quality kahaku, he's just a decent quality one. So I'd like to get a better quality kahaku for the pond. Plus I've got the 3 grow-ons for the future. So I was in a situation where a couple of fish needed to be moved on. I decided to keep Kojak the Kujaku. I like the way he's shaping up, so I'm keeping him. So yeah, maybe next time you see me I'll be removing the fish. Back to you in the next clip. Well, welcome back, and get the shadow on it, you might see him better. Maybe better without the shadow. These are the fish that are going. These 5 in here, and Ghost the Ogon in there. So I had about 20 minutes catching them all. The whitefish was the hardest to catch by a long way, but having said that, it's all done now and they can be packaged up, and then let's say they're good to go. Well, welcome back. Still Sunday, and the 6 fish have now gone, and the pond has settled down again after me running the net around. I've put the air back on, feeding stations back in, they've had a little feed, and I was expecting the pond to seem emptier, but actually it really doesn't. So probably time that I did move some fish on. So anyway, later in the week I'm hopefully going to be looking at getting a kahaku, but I'll have to wait and see if anything tickles my fancy when I go and look. Anyway, for now, catch you in the next one. So, welcome back. It's Sunday and I'm at Coastal Koi. Now this shop has been mentioned on 2 or 3 people's videos lately for mail order, and I only live 15 minutes away. Now, as you know, I normally go to King's Lynn Koi, but I want a nice kahaku, so I thought I would check this place out. Back to you in a bit. Well, welcome back, and that was a very enjoyable visit to Coastal Koi. The husband and wife team that run it, very friendly, got some good advice on my water. and made me consider something that I hadn't really considered as being the cause of the flashing. So that was worthwhile. Now, I did buy a couple of fish. Now, I got rid of 6 yesterday because I wanted some better quality fish, and I bought 2. Now, these are by the Agata koi farm, which is quite a well-known quality koi farm. I bought a Kuhaku and a Kajaku. So just let them settle for a bit, and then when they're in the bowl properly, I'll give you a better look at them. And welcome back. So the fish are in the bowl. And see, we have here a 3-step Kahaku, which is just under 25 centimeters from the Ogata koi farm, and a Kajaku that I really like because his pattern is really balanced on both sides, and I really like that. So probably this video doesn't do him justice. Another thing I liked about the Kajaku was there's no black on his head, no sumi on his head, which I think is good. My other one's got all sort of like a black face mask, which I don't really like. Now, the Kahaku, I just think was the best fish in the pond. I really, really like this fish. Just right up my alley, this 3-step pattern. Obviously I've got a 3-step Goromo, and yeah, they weren't the cheapest fish I've ever bought for their size, but I think there's no doubting the quality of them. So I'm going to get them in the pond. It's absolutely chucking down with rain, or spitting at the minute, has been chucking down, and for the first time this year, fishing shelter's up, so I can watch my new purchases. Well, good Tuesday afternoon. What a rubbish couple of days it's been. Today it's been like 8 degrees here all day. The pond is back down to 12 degrees. Fish are not liking it. Tried to feed them some surface food this morning, and they weren't having none of it. So I've had to put in sinking wheat germ just to get them to eat something. Now the main purpose of this video is I've just turned the air off. I wanted to show you the 2 new fish. So there's my original Kajaku, and behind him is Karaoke, the new Kajaku. And I think Karaoke is going to be a much better fish when all's done and dusted. He's got less black on his scales. It's, you know, his scales are more tipped in black rather than being right black. But yeah, he's doing pretty well. And there is Steps, the 3-step Kahaku. Absolutely loving him. Look how red he is. He really shows over the other fish. Even the Goromo, which was pretty red, but he really is proper red, and lovely white skin as well. I've only just really become a fan of Kahaku. I've got Bobby, who's there, who's pretty much a 1-step Kahaku. But if you look at the 2 next to each other, they're like chalk and cheese really. The Steps is so red, whereas Bobby is very orange. And I think it's all down to pedigree of the breeder and how they've been raised. Here comes the little Kajaku. So they're all doing great. Now, I'll just quickly show you what I'm doing with the grow-ons. Alright, I've moved the grow-ons into the corner tank that had my flower horn in. They really did not like being down there. Probably it was the reflective bottom, I think, of the tank they didn't like. But they're much happier in here. I've put some sand in so it's not a bare bottom tank, and they love sifting through the sand trying to find food. Put a couple of plastic plants in, a little sort of tunnel ornament, just a few things to settle them down really, and they are a lot more settled, a lot less skittish, although now I've got the camera up, of course they have become skittish. The Asagi is still a little bit of a wuss, but the Benagoi and Yamabuki are doing really great and looking really great. Love the Jinrin on them. So it's not very close. I'll see if I can get close without them having too much of a fit. Glass needs a bit of a clean, I'm afraid. But there you go. There's the Yamabuki and the Benagoi, and the Asagi hides behind the plastic plant at the moment. So I'm feeding them this stuff. I'm feeding it about 4 times a day, a good pinch, and it's really high quality food, so hopefully I'll get some good fast growth out of them. And did a water change this morning, so they're getting regular water changes. Did about 10%, probably a bit more than that actually. Did 30 litres, and this is a 190 litre tank, so probably holds in reality about 170, 175. Anyway, that's enough of them. Catch you in the next clip. Good Friday evening, and sorry, that was Milo. It's the calm before the storm. Apparently we have a weekend of storms and 100% chance of rain here from about 7 AM. So thought I'd get a quick film in before the rain comes. Milo's charging around like a lunatic with his favourite ball. The joys of keeping puppies. Anyway, you might notice this fishing line back up. Now, I've not had a heron visit, but someone my wife knows who doesn't live a million miles away has had one visit their goldfish pond and virtually clean it out. So they've now netted their pond. I've obviously got the sonic deterrent, the mirror ball, the 2 fake herons, a dog, and I've now put fishing line all around the pond, which I've attached to the lights, which I've moved all right close to the pond, as close as they can go. Pond's a bit noisy at the minute, but that's because I've just dropped it a couple of inches for a water change. And there might be some good news on the flashing in next week's video, but I'm not going to say any more than that for now. I'm going to wind this week's video up here and say to you all, happy pond keeping, and I'll catch you in the next one.